Belts, when chosen properly, an amazing way to add a stylish finishing touch to a great outfit. A cool, coordinated belt can add a subtle detail and dimension to your look. Belts are an amazing accessory that can help you showcase your individual taste, personality, preference, and flair. They also help keep your pants up. But making sure that you choose a belt that's appropriate, stylish, and coordinated properly is essential. And so today, we're going over how to pick the best belt. Tip number 1, know the difference. If you do nothing else and hear nothing else from this video, understand this. There is a difference between casual and dress belts, and there is a simple rule of thumb to help figure it out. Check it out. Dress belt is essentially the length of your thumb to the first knuckle. Seriously, use your thumb, because a dress yeah, this nose is a little bit large and in charge and sometimes gets in the way, but what won't get in the way is you knowing the difference between a casual and dress belt if you stick to the thumb rule. For those of you mathematical types, that equates to 1.5 inches. If it's wider than that first knuckle, chances are you've got really stubby thumbs or it's a casual belt. Alright? Simple rule of thumb. It all boils down to the shoes that you're choosing. Alright? Because say you're wearing jeans, you're thinking jeans are casual. But if you're dressing them up with a pair of dress shoes, then you need a dress belt. Guys, make sure the shoes coordinate to the belt in terms of dress level. Tip number 2 is all about the buckle. Go simple, go subtle, go understated. Alright? I know you're like, but what about the big monster blinged out? Leave those to the dudes who can pull them off, which are cowboys and rock stars. Guys like you, guys like me, we go simple and subtle. Tip number 3 is stick to the 3 main colors: black, brown, and tan. The bright, bold, loud belts work in certain situations and on certain people, all right? I know that I get a lot of emails from dudes like, what should I wear this white belt with? And I'm like, nothing, unless you're a golfer. Golfers look great in white belts. The exception, however, is in fabric belts. Fabric belts are really designed to be a little bit brighter a lot of times, and you can get away with being a little bit more playful with fabric belts because of the casual nature. But dress belts, the 3 main ones: black, brown, and tan. Tip number 4, you will never go wrong by matching your belt color to your shoes. The deal is, though, a lot of shoes nowadays actually have some distressing or antiquing on the toe. And so what I've really been digging is actually to choose a belt that picks up the darker shade or the lighter shade, all right? Because the shoes are essentially 2 different colors or 2 different shades of brown, and so choosing a belt that complements one of those colors is a great way to go. But if you're wearing a casual fabric belt, then you can just coordinate it to your outfit. You can even make it clash, to be honest, because the colorful casual belts are a great way to add some pop, some color, some pizzazz to your casual outfits. Tip number 5 is buy the proper size, and the proper size essentially is 1 size larger than your waist size. So if you're wearing a 32, you buy a 34-inch belt. If you're wearing 34-inch pants, a 36-inch belt. It makes sense, right? Now you're like, all right, so I can get it in one of the holes. Does this mean that it's the right size? Well, here's the deal. All right, belts usually have at least 5 different holes. The holes you want to aim for are these center 3. All right, if you're dead center, perfect. 1 to the right, 1 to the left, you're cool. If you get out here, around here, at the ends, you might want to go up or down accordingly. Tip number 6 is wear leather. All right, unless you're going with a casual belt that is fabric, there is no other option. It is leather. Alright, synthetic belts suck. Now, when I say leather, you probably think of this. A cow. You probably don't think of that. You think of this. A beautiful leather belt. Well, 90% of the belts that you're going to see guys wearing and that are available in stores are made from cow or tanned cow hide. But interesting fact is that leather doesn't mean just cow. It's really any animal skin that has been tanned and processed. Some more exotic leather options that you may be interested in are crocodile, eel, ostrich, shark, hippo, and tiger. I'm kidding! You can't actually wear tiger due to the whole endangered species things, but seriously, how sweet would that be? Tiger belt to match your lion loafers? I'm kidding! Relax, PETA, it was a joke. Oh my god, that belt is gorgeous. What is that, tiger? Yeah! Actually, it is. Recently, I was introduced to a new company named Alexander Dallas, who actually make handcrafted exotic leather belts. All of the belts that I showed you in those pictures come from Alexander Dallas, except the tiger. Sweet. Anyway, so the deal is when they reached out and said, hey, we make exotic leather belts, I thought about like a pimp. Because I'm there picturing like purple crocodile, right? Well, when I went, I was actually blown away because some of the belts were really cool, and I actually ordered two. I got the shark skin in brown and the hippo in black. And I love the pattern and the textures to these belts. They're brown, they're black, sure, but they just add a subtle detail and dimension that regular old, plain old cow leather belts just don't do. And so when I got them, I was super impressed, and I decided that it was worth sharing and telling you guys about this great company. Because I know that there are other dudes that are looking for something a little bit different, and these belts are definitely different. But here's the issue. With anything of higher quality comes a higher price tag. The average belt is going to cost you around $160, but they are handcrafted, and the leather is something different than what you're going to find on 99.999% of other dudes out there. If you guys want to check them out, they're actually offering you guys 10% off your order if you enter the code BADASSBELT at checkout. The other cool thing? Matching wallets. All the info is listed and linked in the description. Gentlemen, belts. Right? They are a necessary evil. They hold your pants up, they finish an outfit off, and they're a great accessory to showcase your individual style, personal preference, and taste.